Have you taken a look at your gross commissions for the year? You've sold a lot of houses, maybe even more than last year. But take a look at the commission. Tell me what you see. This is Ron Wysakarski for Real Estate in a Nutshell, and I want to talk about commission compression today. You see, as it turns out, most real estate companies, teams, and agents have sold as many or more properties than they did last year. And yet, the GCI top line seems to be lower. And I wonder why that is. Have you thought about it? It's been a little easier due to competition this year to reduce the standards or deliver a little bit more for a little bit less money. And if you look at your average commissions and what you've gotten on the listing side and what you asked for in your broker agreements, you may find they're a little less overall than they were last year at the front line. And on the buy side, have you had a few more referrals this year? Whether it's from one of the portals like the Zillows, the Realtors, or whatever, investments on that, or business-to-business referrals, or the Home Lights, and all these interceptor businesses that are cutting into the margin. And I believe what you'll find is that your average commission has actually gone down per transaction. And if you get really granular and break it to seller and buyer, well, the results might surprise you. And as you obtain more business from those portals, and referral sites is what I'm going to call them, if you notice a growing trend over the last few years, you may find that more of your business was pay for play. And if that's the case, how do you reverse that trend to grow your top line and have more GCI, more gross commission income, in order to fund your business and fund your life? I believe it's going to be one of the biggest challenges of 2021 is looking in the rearview mirror. Agents are going to say, look, hey, I did way more transactions in 2020 and maybe even made a little bit more money in GCI. But if you break it down, you may be making a lot less per transaction. And if you run into a year where the fees for these portals go up and your transaction count goes down, well, it could make a huge dent in your ability to fund your life and fund your business and provide for your family. So what do we do about commission compression? It's continuing to work on the boringest things in the world, your database, your sphere, your door knocks, if you still do that, open house, if you still do that. Where are the free leads? Because everything else is turning to pay for play, which nets you less money per transaction. And unless you want to do twice as many transactions next year to have the same standard of living, you may need to re-examine this just a little bit. Fortunately, it's business planning time, and hopefully I've shook you just a little bit right now. And I encourage you, if you haven't really kept track of those numbers, it's business planning. Spend a few hours. Go over your transactions, look at the commissions, do a little math. If your numbers have gone from like 3% to 2.9% to 2.8% commission per transaction, or maybe even lower, if it's a 3% commission and a 25% referral fee, that sure looks like 2.25 to me. Your cost to acquire the lead, because it's only a couple things. It's free or it's not. And that's going to absolutely correlate to what you can receive on your bottom line. If you have questions or you want to talk this through or mastermind around it, it's absolutely the first time you click on this, you should be commenting and reach out to me and let's talk about it. We can always run, hey, how about another Zoom or a mastermind or one of those or anything else? Here's what I will tell you. If anything I said right now is a foreign concept to you or you're not clear on it, make the comment, click below, let's talk about it. This is Ron Wysakarski with Real Estate in a Nutshell on commission compression.